Okay, 2-1-4-2, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. 18,000 games report, that's very impressive. Let's play Sicilian. Okay, we're just going to try and stick to principles, get the bishop out somewhere in castle. So just stick to normal principles. Let's bring the other knight up as well, challenge this knight. Oh, you can actually take back with the d pawn, but the c pawn is more normal. So let's just do that. We've got to watch out for the ideas of the queen coming down though once you kick the knight. But I'm going to try and just make sure I can castle first, then worry about what to do. So trade. I wonder whether to do d5 or even d6. Any benefit to one over the other? Say takes, actually. I quite like d6 actually. Just go slow and steady does it. It gives us the option to maybe go e5. We're probably still going to push here, but we need to deal with our bishop. Okay, he's pushed forward, logical. Okay, I guess I'll just take there. There's not much else I can do. So we're probably going to lose this pawn, or we can give this one back. So what's the idea? Trades, queen comes in and you hit the 2 pawns, so that'll be the idea. So I guess we could come forward. What do you do? Knight across, queen over. Let's just develop a queen for now. The idea is that you trade everything off and then queen comes in and you hit the 2 at once, but might not necessarily be too bad that. Well, let's develop the bishop and then maybe push a pawn, activate the rook. Do I want to try and keep this pawn? I don't think so. Let's just bring the rook across though. So now if we trade off, the bishop hangs. So just developing, but we're probably just going to chuck this pawn up and trade it off for the knight. Oh, now he's moved the knight. We can maybe trade the bishop then. Okay, now we will just push up then. He might just drop the bishop back, I would guess. And then the knight might jump in. So c5 might be needed. Let's see. Let's play c5, pretend that we're trying to defend the pawn. I'll pre-move in case he takes a rook, but I don't think he will. He doesn't. Now, ideally I'd like to push this pawn because he's got the light squared bishop, but it loosens my knight. Do I match that? Do I just trade for now? Trade. The pawn becomes loose. I'm going to just stick to my principle of pushing this pawn because he's got the light squared bishop. So the queen might be coming down. King up's a bit awkward. Attacks the pawn. Yeah, I think it's time to trade a rook now. I don't think we're going to keep this. I mean, we could try and go there and guard, but across trade. Something takes here. Not sure. Let's just come across fully while we try and figure it out. I don't really want to drop the knight back. The problem with this pawn push is if I come up, I'm walking into a pin idea. What do I do with it? I'm actually going to play the knight out this way and maybe threaten to come forward. Or jump the knight in. Maybe even f5. Oh, he does trade now. Okay. I'm quite happy to trade that bishop, I think. Yeah, I can't just play queen up. So queen up now. Trade. Feels good. Let's just play queen up. Oh, mind you, I'm miles down on the clock, a minute down. I don't think he will trade here, but he could do. Oh, he has? Okay. Yeah, but we're going to have a bit of difficulty here. We've got a slightly worse position, haven't we? So I can check a knight down. Trade should be good for us, but I don't think he'll trade. But I'm going to play it anyway because I don't see anything better. We lose a pawn, but we can stabilize this side, I thought. But then I've realized actually we don't. But I'm going to do it anyway now. I'm committed. This game's just over. It's lost, or it should be. It should be. mean, even if we trade pawn for pawn, he's got two connected passed pawns, so I've got nothing, have I? I think he'll take the d pawn, that's what I would do. Rook up, king across, I'm not really getting anywhere. So let's just push this pawn. I've already basically switched off this game. I don't have a chance here, so I won't worry too much about it. Yeah, he's come down, so we trade. If he takes here, I can check, check and collect, but he's still got an outside passed pawn. That's more drawish though. That's more drawish, so that's why he's gone there, so he can run this side. It gives me a chance to guard then. But do I? I'm going to do it for now and just pretend I'm guarding my pawns. But how do I get my king up? I'm going to try and come across. I mean, this is very loose as well, isn't it? Everything's kind of loose. There's no easy way to get active here. So do I do this? Trade, trade. Why not? Let's just push the pawn. Okay. Actually, do I come in now? Can I create a pawn here? Up. Takes, up. No, it's too risky. And it feels too risky. Let's sidestep. So we're threatening a check now. So can we go check and up and try and get our own passed pawn? I mean, I can step up as well. Actually, what does he do there? Up. Here. Check. He actually takes with a check. That's quite funny. Let's check this way and maybe chuck this pawn this side. Got to be careful. Very careful. But if he steps forward, I've got to check. So we're going to chuck this pawn. So here. Oh, he's trading one. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can collect this one and then sack the rook for the other. So he's gone to block logical. So I have to go behind, which is going to be tricky. Yeah, I can't get in, can I? It's not possible. So check, we can trade here. But even if I stop him, I can't actually do anything. Let's bring the king up just so we have a base threat, but it's not really much. But he can't run down this way. We still got the same check. But yeah, even if I got my king behind his pawn, he can just allow me to take it and just run his king in. That's the concept. Unless I can do something like get this pawn and run, I don't have a lot. But if I can just grab one of these pawns, then you never know. I cannot believe he's blundered that. He's just blundered exactly what I said he just couldn't do. He couldn't come this way and he's just blundered it. That's so lucky. Let's see how lost we actually were there. We've definitely gone wrong in the opening. So 41 moves. They're the move times for both players. Let's request an analysis. That's just chessing it though. Some games you get very, very lucky. But yeah, I was kind of switching off a bit because I knew I was a lot worse. And you shouldn't really do that. Just play the games out because you never know. We were -3, yes. I knew I was worse. We were -3. But actually, from this point, it's actually a draw. It's actually a draw. A theoretical draw at least anyway. So once we've taken here, yeah, because if you take, I can check, up, check, take, and then just one outside part. It's a theoretical draw, but it's difficult. It's not that easy sometimes. But in this position, we're actually better, and I should have just played h5 instead of knight to h5. So where did we go wrong? It was just this sequence where I was basically giving away a pawn. I just thought, yeah, I'm committed to it, so I played. But then from this position onwards, we're just basically level the whole rest of the game. So we've done well, we're completely level, and then he's just made a one-move blunder losing the rook. And then we get a big piece of luck then. So the actual figure's 93% versus 81 accuracy. CPL is 19 against 42, but it's completely skewed for my opponent by that one single move. Otherwise, the figures I expect would have been very similar. So very lucky there.